So, I'm sure that you guys have heard about all the data centers that are
Yeah.
proposed to be built, and some of them have, I guess, started. And there's all that about AI and how they're needing all these data centers to support the AI infrastructure that they're trying to push and all of that. So, and then also about farmland and how the farmland has been. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I'm just
Sorry. Well, I'm just kind of like trying to premise the.
Yeah,
this.
no, I'm listening.
Oh.
I'm listening because you said you found this video and I haven't seen it.
He hasn't seen it, so I want him to watch it.
So I'm listening.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's so kind.
I'm watching your show.
Anyway. But how there's a lot of farmland that's being bought up and things like that. So it is an issue that we're dealing with. And so especially in like the central states and stuff.
These rural states.
Yeah. And so I came across this video. It's like a small, I think a local news. But I wanted you to watch it and then react to it, and then we can talk about it. So.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
If it's my way, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything.
Some people might find it hard to understand how Delcia Bear can turn away a $26 million offer to buy some of her land until you spend a little time with her walking the dirt road she grew up on and in the house her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and a whole bunch of family has all lived here for years, paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, even raised wheat through the Depression and kept the bread lines up in the United States of America when people didn't have anything else.
Delcia is one of dozens of landowners approached by an anonymous buyer, one of the major players in artificial intelligence, likely Google or Meta or Amazon, to purchase their land. The market value for land in Mason County is about $6,000 an acre. The realtor that came to her door last April offered her and her mother about 10 times that.
Wow.
They call us old stupid farmers, but we're not. We know whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Delcia's mom, Ida Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle. She was born on this land, and she plans to die here.
Wow.
And she certainly does not trust the promises made by the AI companies or the people who want them to build here.
So what do you say to the people who are in town that say, hey, this is going to bring jobs, this is going to bring economic prosperity?
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them.
Wow.
Is what I say.
Wow.
It's a scam.
For Delcia, scam or not, she says she's connected to her
Look at that
home
house.
like Scarlett
Wow.
O'Hara was in Gone with the Wind.
As long as she was attached to that land, her spirit never would die. And that's the exact same thing for me right here. As long as I'm on this land, as long as it's feeding me, as long as it's taking care of me, there's nothing that can destroy me if I've got this land.
Wow.
Oh, thunder.
Oh, the thunder.
It's storming outside. Hopefully we won't lose power.
Yeah.
So what'd you think about that?
Wow. 26 million. I wonder how many acres they had. On the map, it looked massive. Looked like a massive farm. Hey, they know what they have.
Well, it's you hear of these stories of these people selling.
Yeah.
Or okay, you hear of these stories of like, oh, all these conglomerates buying up the farmland, China even buying up some of the farmland and all this, and you're like, who's selling it to them?
Bill
like
Gates buying farmland.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. So, and then, there's food chain concerns. You control the food supply, you control the people. I mean, that's just it. That is it. That is the bottom line.
Yep,
you control the water supply, you control the food supply, you control the people. And so for me, which I really wanted to get your reaction. So you go ahead. I'll wait, let you talk.
Yeah, I don't. 26 million is a lot of money. I don't know how much property they have. It looked like a big chunk. 26 million's a lot. But if I had a massive piece of property like that that's been in my family generation after generation after generation, I don't know that I would sell it either.
You just look at them and it's like that's their life.
They
You know what I mean?
look like very simple people. They enjoy the farm. They love where they live. They don't need the money. They don't need the hassle that comes with the money. It's just like someone winning the lottery. It would be like them winning the lottery, and okay, now they have to find somewhere else to live. People like that win the lottery or come into money just out of the blue blow it. These people they've grown up working hard. That's all they've known is hard work on the farm. Hard work is honest. And you could tell by the mother, she was brought up the same way, and she just doesn't
It's who they
trust
are.
it. Yeah,
It's in their blood.
it's who
It's who they
It's-
are, which is so. And the thing is that I could see people maybe judging them, and I'm like, I think it's awesome. They know who they are. They're comfortable in their own skin. They love what they do, and they see that. I mean, you look at that, and it's like they are rich.
Yeah.
They have their family. They have each other. They have that's freedom right there.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's something that money can't
And
really buy. And it's also like you were saying, I mean, it's generational. And so they've got so much equity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that it's not even about the value of the land. It's like what they have there and how they're using it and with their farm and everything. It's like that is worth.
They probably
Anyway.
have no debt.
Oh, I'm sure not.
They probably don't owe
I mean, I think that
anybody
they
anything.
probably never even mortgaged that house. I mean, I'm sure that
No,
was not a
they're-
mortgaged home. It looks
No,
like it
it's
was.
like
They built it
was-
themselves. Like
yeah,
that's
well,
just.
I think she said her dad
It's just
and
unheard
grandfather.
of. You don't see that. You just don't see that anymore.
I think she said her dad and grandfather built that house by hand.
Yeah.
You can tell it was rough cut lumber. It's just an
They're like
old
pioneers.
log
Just
style, log
incredible.
home style house.
But what I was kind of getting at was, which I guess it's kind of what you're saying, but like basically just how unique of a situation it is, because so many would just
Someone would just jump
take
on
the
it.
money. It seems
They-
like it's almost just very unheard of in this day and time, where money seems to be controls everything. It is everything to everything seems to be the way things are valued. Everything is valued,
Yeah.
on a monetary scale. So it's just very interesting that they are like not interested at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was very refreshing to watch, because you're like, wow, they're just real. They're like, we cannot be bought. Like, what was that movie? Secondhand Lions. Did you ever see that? I was just thinking about, anyway, it's a good movie. But, people kept coming wanting to buy their land. They kept sealed in. They had this old farmhouse and lived out in the country. And these people would kept coming and wanting to buy their land and sell them stuff. And sometimes they'd buy stuff from them, whatever. And they kept wanting to buy their land, and they'd just sit on the porch with their shotguns. And it was just funny, and I've pictured this kind of similar, that was a movie of fiction, but I don't know. I just thought it was very heartwarming and wholesome and hopeful. Like, we depend on these farmers, and I'd much rather buy beef that's from ranchers here in the United States, that's processed here in the United States, and food that's grown here. And I want to support my local farmers, and I want to support American farmers. And I just feel like, if we don't support them, and if they don't have the same kind of mindset, because you can tell that they, like she said, we've been feeding America. Like she said, we even grew wheat during the Depression. They don't even grow wheat, but they grew it during the Depression because they needed bread. So they were like, well, we got land, we'll grow wheat. That's a need. Like, not everyone steps up whenever there's a need like that.
Yeah.
Not everyone will just take on. That's like salt of the earth people. That's like just good inside. You know what I mean? And it's just very inspiring, and just like, God bless this family. I don't know. Like, it just moved me, and I just was like, oh,
I wonder.
we got to talk
I wonder.
about this.
I wonder where they are. It looked like they're in areas. They're up farther up north, probably close to the mountains. They're probably looking for somewhere where the temperature is a little bit cooler for these data centers because they get
Yep.
really hot. No, I'm just the stuff that I'm thinking
Well, and there
about.
has to be a water supply too, probably.
And they just probably went in this area, very rural area where there's nothing, and said, "Who's the largest landowners in this area?"
Yeah.
And that's probably what they did. And they come to this family, and they probably have 400 or 500 acres or more. You know,
probably.
If
I had to
I was
guess.
sitting here trying to crunch numbers, trying to
Because
think
if it's
of how many-
generational,
yeah, and notice how they could probably have
thousands.
1,000, a couple thousand
Mm-hmm.
acres. But what they'll do is they'll just go to, okay, this large landowner says, nope, we'll go move down the list. Who's next? And go right on down to the next one, and someone will sell. It's just a matter of finding the right person.
That's kind of like what's it called when you're a salesperson and I think about that movie. Was it Alec Baldwin?
Yeah.
Where they're making the hard,
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
hard calls,
Cold calls.
cold call,
Yeah, cold calling.
cold calling. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that makes it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
It's
Just
like
the numbers.
Yeah, you just play
You
the
ask-
number,
you
and
ask
then
enough,
eventually
someone
someone
will
will
say
say
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the game, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But good for these people. I just thought it was a really good video, and I thought it needs to go. It needs to be out there, and people need to see it. And just knowing that supporting your local farmers and supporting,
Yeah.
American farms it matters.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like they're not going to go hungry. They got plenty of cows.
Yeah. And I just love that they just didn't back down to the they just are like, no.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
So you liked it.
I did like it.
Well, good.
I did like it. Well, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
How fast would you sign on that dotted line for 26
Well, are you
million?
saying you would have?
No, I wouldn't.
We would have thought about
no,
that.
No, I wouldn't have.
Because I would have said nope.
Not land that I grew up on. My dad grew up on. My family that we've had
My
in
grandfather
generations.
built my house by hand.
Now,
What?
if I had a couple hundred acres down the road that I just bought from someone,
Okay, that doesn't pertain to this video.
I know, but I'm saying I wouldn't sell my homestead.
No.
Not for that much.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching. Let us know what you think, and if you haven't already, please hit
subscribe.
that. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.